I'm 21 years old, a final year student at Wits University, and I'm living with epilepsy. When a person has epilepsy, their brain has abnormal releases of electrical activity which causes a seizure. Now, usually when people think of an epileptic seizure, they think of somebody maybe falling to the ground and having violent seizures and shaking and convulsions. But what a lot of people don't know is that there are a variety of seizures that a person can have. So these can vary from a person drifting in and out of consciousness to just a person having an occasional jerking movement. And then it can also include somebody having these really uncontrollable convulsions and when they fall to the ground. But they do vary, they're not all the same. My particular epileptic seizures they're partial, they're not the really extreme ones. Those ones are called tonic-clonic seizures. Mine are partial seizures. What happens with mine is that my brain releases electrical energy at abnormal times, but not for a very long time. I'll have jerking movements. This happens a lot during my sleep. I do drift out of consciousness, but it's not, I'm fully awake at the time. I do not think that a whole lot of people understand epilepsy. I have a roommate where I stay, and I actually let her know before we stayed together that I have epilepsy, and I explained it to her, and she went and did the research, and she's actually prepared for if anything happens. So I think it's very important to, if you have people around you, if you have friends and people that you're always around, just let them know that you do have this condition and how it affects your body, how they can help you, if anything. Because the worst thing that can happen is you having an epileptic attack and nobody knows about it or how to treat it at the time. I wouldn't say that epilepsy stops me from living a full life necessarily, because I still do the things that I still wanted to do. It's just that I have to do everything with control. So for me, nothing stops me from living a full life per se, because I do the things that I love. I hang out with my friends, I play sports, I read, I do everything that I still like to do, and my epilepsy doesn't come in the way. I think what's very important is that being in social situations, you find yourself, not wanting to do a few things because you're scared you might have an epileptic attack. But I would really advise you to just relax. There's nothing abnormal about it. You're not weird or awkward or different. It's a condition and you're normal.